Lay Lay! Let's go, Lay Lay! Let's go, Lay Lay! Lay Lay! Let's go to Leia! Come on, mama! Let's go to Leia! Let's go to Leia! Let's go to Leia! Let's go to Leia!
She ran out her shoe and had it.
Let's go!
She lost her shoe and had it.
Dang, I want to knock you.
She ran out her shoe. Go to Leia. Go Lay Lay. Go Lay Lay. Let's go Lay Lay. Let's go Lay Lay. Go to Leia. Go Lay Lay. Go Lay Lay. Let's 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 go Lay Lay. Lay Lay. Let's go to Leia. Come on, mama. Let's go to Leia. Let's go to Leia. Let's go to Leia. Let's go to Leia.
Hey, Shalom. I'd like to give all praises, glory, and honors to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, salutation, and blessings to the elect who firmly believe in Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Now, that video you just watched was Terrance Crawford's, the boxer, the pretty much, he was the undisputed champion of the 147-pound division, welterweight division. He defeated Errol Spence back in last July for those titles. And that's his daughter, Talia Crawford. And as you can see, she ran out of her shoe in the beginning of the race, which allowed, the rest of her competitors. And if you look at them, you take a good look at them, they were all Edomites, so-called white girls, so-called little white girls. And they all had the head start on Talia Crawford, and Talia Crawford still won the race. Not only did she win the race, but she blew them out after they had the head start. But this goes to show that, we are God's chosen people, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, So I just want to grab a couple of scriptures, in harmony, with that particular situation. And this is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7. I'm going to start at verse 6. It says, "For thou art an holy people unto Yahweh thy power. Yahweh thy power hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth." And that's proof in the pudding right there. Here it is, the so-called Negro, she's a Judite. Here it is, she ran out of her shoe in the beginning of the race. And the Edomites, the rest of those little girl Edomites, they had the upper hand on her. They had the upper hand on her, and they probably thought they had the race in the bag, and apparently it's not, apparently not. The Lord showcased, his power, upon his people in that situation, what I'm saying? And that's something done at a low level. That these are 7-year-old little girls, competing in a race. And it just shows, how much greater, we are than the other nations. Not because, we're so, not because, you might have trained so hard for it, but the Heavenly Father, chosen us, to be above these other nations in that fashion. You know what I'm saying? So how much more, in training, so to speak. One thing, you check it out, I don't like the guy Terrance Crawford, as a fighter and everything like that. But, he has a very competitive nature, very competitive attitude, and by the flip of a switch, he can pretty much turn the fight around. He pretty much did that during a fight with Sean Porter. He was down on the rounds and turned up. They told him he was down on the rounds. He turned up, knocked Sean Porter down, and they ended up stopping the fight. And another situation when he fought what's that guy's name? Kell Brook. The guy from the UK. The guy, he was landing some good shots on him, tinted his eye, bruised his eye, and he ended up knocking him out in the 4th round. So, he has that switch to where he can take over a situation. And you see his genetics. You see how his daughter pretty much took over the situation as well. So let me read this part again. It says, "For thou art an holy people unto Yahweh thy power. Yahweh thy power hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth." So the Lord deemed the Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, or Native Indians, above all people on the face of the earth, which are the other nations. So that proves that we're all not equal, as the world will tell you. Verse 7, it says, "Yahweh did not set his love upon you, nor choose you, because you were more in number than any people, for you were the fewest of all the people." The Lord is with the underdog. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is always with the underdog, and that's what we got to know and understand. Following out a multitude of unprofitable children, or those to do evil. The Lord is dealing with the lowly, so to speak. So upon all nations, the scriptures here telling you, we were fewer, but as time went on, we became the majority, because like the scriptures say, we are of the sands of the sea. It says, "But because Yahweh loves you, and because he would keep the oath which he has sworn unto your fathers, hath Yahweh brought you out with a mighty hand, and redeemed you out of the house of bondmen, from the hand of Pharaoh, king of Egypt." And that's pretty much going to happen again here in Babylon the Great, also known as America, right? But let me get the book of Genesis, when it speaks upon the prophecy of Jacob and Esau, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Indians, and the Edomites, Esau, so-called white people. Genesis 25:19, "And these are the generations of Isaac, Abraham's son. Abraham begat Isaac. And Isaac was 40 years old when he took Rebekah to wife, the daughter of Bethuel, the Syrian of Padanaram, the sister to Laban the Syrian. And Isaac entreated Yahweh for his wife, because she was barren. And Yahweh was entreated of him, and Rebekah his wife conceived. And the children struggled together within her. And she said, If it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of Yahweh." So she was inquiring the Lord while she was feeling such labor pains. It says, "And Yahweh said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels." So there's 2 manners of people, meaning 2 people that got different characteristics, right? And they shall be separated from thy bowels. So we was never intended to get along with these Edomites, the so-called white man. It says, "And the one people shall be stronger than the other people," meaning what? The so-called Negro, Judah, right? Israel is going to be stronger than Esau. Jacob is going to be stronger than Esau. It says, "And the elder shall serve the younger. And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. And the first came out red all over like an hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob. And Isaac was 80 years old when she bare them." So that's the origin of Jacob and Esau. But the prophecy I want to focus on, where it says, "And one people shall be stronger than the other people." That was the indication of Jacob being stronger than Esau. You know what I'm saying? When you check out sports, we dominate, man. We dominate. When they talk about the greatest of all time when it comes to basketball, who they say? Michael Jordan. Kobe Bryant's in that conversation. They not out here talking about Jerry West, in which he might actually be an Israelite. They're not out here saying Larry Bird, but he might actually be an Israelite. Actually, I believe those guys are Israelites, to be honest, because I believe Larry Bird, he's from Ireland. He's an Irishman. And we Jake, we dwelt, in those areas during the time of the Dark Ages. So we dominate combat sports. We dominate football. We dominate all forms of entertainment. The Lord got us upon that pedestal when it comes to these other nations. Why? Because it all boils down to prophecy. If it wasn't for the Israelites, this whole society would just crumble and fail. Simple and plain. 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 9. "But ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, and holy nation, a peculiar people, that ye should show forth the praises of him who have called you out of darkness into the marvelous light. You know, so we are likened unto a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a peculiar people. You know, that's strange, man, to be able to run up out of your shoe, still catch up and win a race. That's not normal, man. You know, but through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, he showcases his power within us. Yashar Allah, he's the prince of the power. Jacob's name was later changed to Israel when he wrestled the angel for that blessing. You know, so what? We got power on a low level. You know, and the Lord showcases that power through us in many ways, man. You know, first and foremost, when it comes to teaching his word, the Lord showcases his power. He showcases his power when it comes to these sports as well. You know, even though they may not be in the truth, they're still Israelites, and the Lord still showcases his power. You know, so you know, I just wanted to touch on that real quick. You know, bring a couple of scriptures out. You know, how the Heavenly Father, you know, have us above these other nations, and he showcases it time and time again. You know, from a low level to when it's children to the professional level. You know, when it comes to sports and everything like that. You know, so, you know, Lord willing, this lesson, you know, quick lesson was edifying, you know, eye-opening to those who may see it. You know, with that, I'd like to give all praises, glory, and honesty to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who rule well. Peace, salutation, and blessings to the elect. Shalom.